Hey everybody, it's Mike. I'm back, and let's see what's going on here with the sound. You get the sound just right here. Okay, I think that might be better. Okay, so I want to give you some updates on the Trivikram Swami scandal. What's going on with that, and also what's going on with the attacks on me for exposing this Hare Krishna cult and all their scandals. So we're going to get right into that right after this opening. Here we go.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, so I am back, and let's see what we're gonna do the updates on the Trivikram Sex Swami scandal, and let's pick up pretty much where I left off last time with him, and it's basically these guys are watching my videos. These Hare Krishnas are watching my videos, and they're pretty much repeating exactly what I'm saying. Like the video where I said that Trivikram was pretty much saying "fuck you" to the GBC, and that he would go do his own, that he would most likely leave and go do his own thing, and that most of his followers not most of his followers, but some of his followers are going to go with him, because they're going to say, well, if my guru says "fuck you" to the GBC, then they're going to go with him and say, why should I stay with them? So I made that statement at least a week ago when this whole thing just first broke. And so now this guy's just come out and said, this is one of the things that this webpage, this guy is saying today, or for me yesterday. He's saying, but since folks like Trivikram have been telling his own followers, fuck the GBC, that's pretty much verbatim what I said, why would anyone else want to volunteer for serving such a situation? Excuse me. Even the guru has no faith in his own program. Why would others? So the volunteers won't give even 1% if there's no enthusiasm to give support. This is what he's saying. So maybe that's what I said. So this guy's definitely they're definitely watching my videos, because they're basically saying exactly the same thing I'm saying. But here is the latest updates on what's going on with this guy. Okay, this is what's happening, and this is coming again from the Hare Krishnas themselves. So this is their webpage. This is a Hare Krishna web. Whoops, that's not. This is so bizarre. Why how this thing works. Let's see. Okay, so this is coming again. This is coming from the Hare Krishna webpage. It's not. Okay. What's going on? Will this work? No. Okay. That's not going to work either. Okay, so Well, anyway, I'm reading from this Hare Krishna webpage, and it says, update June 30th, June 30th, 2025. Newest available info can be found below. ISKCON GBC releases second statement on Trivikram removal from Guru positions, but still addressing him as Swami. It says, Trivikram decided to work outside ISKCON and its authorities. Newest info and link on the bottom of this file. There are a few screenshots from an email written by Trivikram ex-Swami. An ex-Hare Krishna guru and renounced monk explains fall down and current personal situation in an open letter to his Polish longtime disciple. And like I said, this is not really a fall down. He didn't really fall down. A fall down, a fall down is something like, like I said, somebody tells him, hey, let's go smoke a joint. He goes, he smokes a joint, and then he gets stoned, and then his disciple goes, hey, you smell like weed, and he goes, yeah, I went and I smoked a joint, and I fell down, accidental fall down. I fell down. So this isn't a fall down. Okay, this is so this letter, it says, dear disciples and friends, I write to regretfully inform you that I have broken my vows of sannyas order, in that I engaged in a sexual relationship with a woman disciple starting earlier this year. So it's not an accidental fall down. He was in a relationship, or a sexual relationship with a woman starting earlier in the year. So he kept it hidden for almost 6 months. So that's not an accidental fall down. That's deliberate. It's a deliberate action and a deliberate cover up of the action that he had. So, and he's a guru. It's for just an ordinary person, it wouldn't be a big deal, but he's a guru. He's pretending to be this holy man. Let's see. So then, so that was his official statement. So then it goes on. It says, now the letter goes on. It says, as far as I know, East European devotees were so much inspired by this Trivikram Swami and his long years of selfless preaching and devotional service to Lord Krishna and Srila Prabhupada. He was able to control sense, including anger, and gave very good examples. Well, he did, but was it real, or was he pretending? Because now all that is out the window. So even if he had long years of selfless preaching and devotional service to Lord Krishna and Srila Prabhupada, it's all fake and phony, so it doesn't matter. And he was able to control his senses. Well, people can control their senses without being in devotional service and preaching Lord Krishna and Srila Prabhupada. So those two things are irrelevant. He was able to control his senses, including anger, and gave very good examples. Well, that's in the past now. That's in the past. You can't say that anymore. You can't say, well, Bonnie and Clyde were really good citizens up until they robbed the bank. Can we just think about how good they were before they robbed the bank? I mean, don't those years count for anything when they weren't robbing banks? What about the first 18 years when Jeffrey Dahmer wasn't eating people? Can we talk about those good years when he was probably thinking about eating people? He just hadn't eaten anybody yet. It's like this guy. He was thinking about having sex with these women. How do we know how long he wasn't? How do we know? He was hiding this one for 6 months. How do we know what other ones he hasn't hidden? How do we know he hasn't hidden anything? Just because the other person hasn't come out and said anything. This lady didn't come out and say anything. Now, who's he trying to fool? Obviously, these people. Obviously, he's trying to fool these people. He's not fooling me. So, he continues to say, so now Trivikirama Swami continues to say, this has come to the attention of the GBC, the Guru Services Committee, and the Sannyas Committee, which are aware of my actions and are guiding me to rectify my grievous behaviors. As a result, I have agreed voluntarily on the following: to stop initiating, to give up the sannyasa order of life. I will stay in India, Mayapur, or in the Govardhan Retreat Center, or some other similar places for a minimum of 1 year to focus on atonement and purification. During that time, I will increase my spiritual practices, especially hearing and chanting. But isn't it the spiritual practices that didn't work in the first place that caused this fall down or this deception? What caused this deception? If you were already chanting and engaged in spiritual practices, how did this fall down happen, and how is doing more of the same that caused this problem going to fix the problem? Something's not right. If what fixes the problem prevents the problem, then how did the problem happen if you were already had the problem solved? Because you were already doing what you're supposed to do. It doesn't make sense. So of course the answer for them is, well, because Maya is very tempting, and you can fall down at any time. Well, then why do this bullshit? Why do this bullshit if I can go 80 years, 60 years, and be 80 years old and then fall down? If that's what you're telling me. I thought it was scientific. I thought it was the holy name. I thought it was potency and science, all of this bullshit. But then when the 83-year-old guy falls down with his disciple, all of a sudden it's like, well, Maya is very strong. Maya is very strong. And it takes a lot to be Hare Krishna. It takes a whole lot. You told me you didn't take anything. You just got to chant Hare Krishna. Just chant and be happy. Now it's very difficult. What is it? Which is it? Do I just chant Hare Krishna and be happy and my life is sublime? Meanwhile, I go 20 years and then I end up right back where I was before? And if I'm right back where I was before, what's wrong with right back where I was before? I mean, if maybe this Trivikirama Swami being 83 years old and having sex with this young girl or whatever, maybe that's not such a bad thing. If you're chanting Hare Krishna, all this to prevent that, and then it happens anyway, well, then maybe it's not such a big deal. I mean, he's a pure devotee who's chanting. He did all this stuff. He just wanted to get a little nookie on the side. Maybe a little nookie on the side's not that big a fucking deal. Either way you look at it, none of it makes sense. There's not any way to look at it where it makes sense. The only way to look at it where it makes sense is that these people are fucking crazy. That makes sense. Seriously. Hey, man, how you doing? Good to see you in here. So check out. So he says, I will not give any formal classes, including online classes, for a minimum of 1 year. After that period is finished, my situation will be further reviewed by the Guru Services. In the meantime, I ask you all to stay in ISKCON, take shelter of Srila Prabhupada, the GBC, Six Gurus, and other senior devotees. If any of you would like, you can be reinitiated by another ISKCON Guru, who may or may not do the same thing I'm doing. Because, hey, how do we know? No one knew I was going to do this. I mean, seriously, I had you all fooled, right? I had you all fooled. You thought I was a pure devotee. You never thought I was going to do this. And now here I am bouncing out. Got caught with a woman. Now I got to go. I got to go to guru jail. I got to go to guru jail and all this stuff. So, hey, it is what it is, basically. It is it, it is what it is I mean, I don't know what else. It is what it is. And hey, Chalega. It's Chalega. If it works, Chalega. I don't know. Those of you who have been aspiring to be first initiated by me should take shelter of another ISKCON guru and seek initiation from that devotee as per ISKCON guidelines. And by ISKCON guidelines, that means who the fuck knows? Because that's what guidelines mean. Who the fuck knows? We say this guy's a pure devotee. He says he's a pure devotee, but does anybody really know if he's going to fall down and when and how? Does anybody really know? I mean, that's the only guidelines is, hey, buyer beware, okay? Buyer beware. We're already promoting bogus gurus, and then when they fall down, you got to pick another bogus guru. I mean, come on, use your brain, people. Use your fucking brain. I mean, it was bad enough, okay, when the Maharishi would fall down, or the Bhagwan Sri Rajneesh, he would fall down, or some of these other gurus would fall down. But it was just one guy. He'd fall down, that was it. It was over. End of cult, right? Monkey gurus. That was the end of the guru. That was it. Maharishi fell down, that was it. Whatever guy would fall down, it's over. It's over for him. But not ISKCON. They're like, oh, Trivikirama fell down? Well, we got a bunch of other ones. So what? Who cares? Forget about him. You pick another one. Just pick another one. And if you don't know who to pick, we'll pick one for you. It's like a used car. It's like a used car lot of gurus. It's like I tell you what I'm going to do. I tell you what I'm going to do. I got this great looking guru over here. Okay, he was initiated in '65. He was initiated by Prabhupada in '68, and then he became a sannyasi in '79. Okay, he's only got 400,000 miles on him. He's got 4 on the floor. He's got 4 good tires, and he's ready to go. He's got a book bag, and he's got his own tridunda. All right, and he's ready. You can drive him right off the lot. Okay, we got him right off the lot, but he's not insured though. No warranty. There's no warranty. There's no insurance. So you take him as is. Okay, it's fully as is. No warranty. Just okay. I got another guru over here. I got him. He was initiated at 72, and. And he was in France. He was in France, and then he served under Bhagwan. And then Bhagwan gave him initiation. He became a sannyasi. Then Bhagwan, of course, he bounced. Bhagwan bounced, but he's still good. He's only got 200,000 miles on him, and he comes with his own tridunda, and he doesn't ask for much. But you can drive him off the lot too. But again, no warranty. And no insurance, so just you got to take them. It's as is, as is, no warranty. But we got a bunch of gurus. I got a whole lot. I got a lot of them. I got 103 of them actually. I got 103, and they're going fast. They're going fast, and if they do break down, although we don't guarantee them, if they do break down, and you runs off with the underage girl, or maybe one of them gets their head cut off, you can come back and we'll pick you out. You can pick out another one. You pick out another one, and you can drive that one right off the lot. But again, it's no warranty and no insurance on them. So this. By the way, I bet your stand-up is great. Where can we can find? Well, but I'll let you know as soon as I get that. As soon as I get it worked out, I'll let you know exactly. What flavor water? We got all kinds. Yeah, they got everything. You want a guru? We got them. We got short, we got tall, we got fat, we got skinny, we got gay, we got straight, we got married gurus, we got single gurus, we got them all. You can come, you can kick the tires if you want, you can take them for a test drive, but again, no warranty and no insurance. So where was I here? Okay, so this was Trivikram Das. This is the first thing that he says. So now he says, he says, yours sincerely, Trivikram Das. So he was no longer sannyasi. He was just Trivikram. So then it says here, one Eastern European Mataji complained that Trivikram treated her unkindly some time ago. And there is also a story from such country about Trivikram Swami's behavior during the Hare Krishna Nam Hatha program already in the 90s, but as a controversial case, this will not be published as long as he is on this planet out of respect for him anyway. So I mentioned that earlier too. I said, it's hard to believe that something wasn't happening before this. It just wasn't reported. It just, no one was speaking out. I mean, it's hard to believe that he's at 83 years old and now he's caught with this woman. He's been hiding it for 6 months. Like what other ones was he not hiding? I mean, what other ones was he hiding? And that he hid successfully? We don't know. But why would we think that this is the first one? It's like as a parent, when your kid does something and you're an adult, you think like an adult. The kid thinks like a kid. But you're an adult, and the kid comes, hey, and they don't want to get in trouble, so they make up a story or they do whatever. But you're an adult, and you think like an adult, so you go, I know that didn't happen, or I know that you're making it's plain as day as an adult. It's like that. It's like, why would I believe him? If my kid is lying comes and tells me this big lie about something, or I don't know, whatever. He has a history of lying or whatever, and he comes and he tells me another lie, and it's an unbelievable story. Why would I believe it? Why? It would only make sense for me to question. Why would we believe this guy? He's already admitting that he deceived everybody for 6 months. He says, hey, this is going on for 6 months. You're just now finding out about it, but I've been having sex with her for 6 months. Just like I was said in my video or before, he's giving lectures and people are sending him donations, and he's doing all these things while he's having sex with this woman behind their back. He was scamming them. Getting donations, having his feet washed or whatever he was doing, while he's at the same time, on the same day, he's going and having sex with this woman while he's preaching and doing all this stuff. And now, and someone's coming out and going, hey, there was something that happened back in the 90s. But we don't want to talk about that because it's kind of embarrassing. Well, what's embarrassing? What is embarrassing? Now you can't. What? It's controversial. What's controversial? Something must have happened out of respect for him, anyway. So they don't want to. Okay, but anyway, that's just. But I just said I'm only bringing that up because when I read that, I was like, didn't I say that? Didn't I say something? So now the person goes on and says, however, breaking it by such an experience to renunciation person like him, while being an old man of at least 80 years old, makes this sad affair scandal even more strange. Yes, it does. And it says, so it says, by the way, His Grace Paranjan Prabhu, that's the guy, that's the crazy guy whose webpage has all the information on there, who just said that I'm making a mockery of Krishna and Prabhupada and all of these things, pretty much trying to put a target on my back as far as I'm the offender, and look what this guy's doing. Although he didn't mention my name, he just mentioned the cult watch people, which was interesting. So he says this about Trivikram. He says, when Trivikram saw me at Rath Yatra, he said, "Holy fuck, you are still walking around and not 6 feet under." He wants me dead because I'm exposing them. So even the Swami admits that we're a violent cult, and people like you, I'm surprised that no one has killed you yet. That's what the Swami told this other guy. So violence to these guys is no big deal for them. The Swami is like, I'm surprised nobody's killed you. Because we're violent people and we kill each other. So I'm really surprised nobody's killed you yet. So again, they want to commend this guy. They say, anyway, taking and practicing sannyas is almost impossible in Kali Yuga, and Trivikram tried successfully to be renounced monk for some 50 years. That's like saying, well, once again, that's like saying, well, Bonnie and Clyde, what about all the years when they didn't rob banks? Can't we give them credit for the 18 years when they weren't doing any crimes? I mean, don't they get credit for that? I mean, they did kill a bunch of cops and they robbed a bunch of banks and they shot a bunch of people. But there were 18 years where they didn't do anything wrong. Why don't we give Bonnie and Clyde credit for that? I mean, look at all the years when Jeffrey Dahmer was not eating anybody. I mean, why don't we give Jeffrey Dahmer credit for not eating people up until he ate the first person? I mean, I don't know what they're trying to say. And they're saying that practicing sannyas is almost impossible in Kali Yuga. Yeah, because it's all bullshit. But they want to blame, here, do all this stuff, and you can be this guru and you can be this sannyasi and you can have all this spiritual whatever. But if it doesn't work, it's your fault. Even though it's scientific and it's this and it's that and all these other things. If you screw up and you fall down and you have sex with a woman, or whatever you do that's wrong, that's on you. That's what I'm saying. There's no guarantee, there's no warranty, there's no insurance. It's as is. Same thing with your guru. It's as is. If he falls down, hey, it's tough being a guru. It's hard out here for a guru. It's hard out here for a guru. You got to give me a break, man. So then it goes on and says, it sounds like in that story there are some more skeletons in the closet. And that's what I'm saying. If this guy could successfully repel the sexual urges, the human sexual urges, by just chanting Hare Krishna for 65 years or however many years doing it, and then fails at it, it just, to me, it sounds like he hasn't been successful at it for 50 years. I think that there was some stuff going on that we just don't know about, and that we probably will never know about. Just may never know about it until maybe. So it says here. So now this is an interesting little follow up. It says, Do you remember when the news about the Hare Krishna fall down was first reported around 25 years ago? I remember. Before this happened, some of his disciples tried to hide this information. Yes, because it's all BS. They all know it's BS. It's all a scam. They don't want it to be a scam. They don't want to be. They don't want to have to be come out and say, "Yeah, my guru fell down. Yeah, I was fooled. I didn't." That was a difficult thing. It's still kind of difficult. It's still kind of hard for me to go, man, I fucked up and gave up 20 years of my life, and I was following these guys and Yashodanandan and Prabhupada and the LA Temple and all that bullshit. I'm still embarrassed. Okay, so now it says this is dated June 14th. It says, dear devotees and dear Spanish devotees, several sources within the community suggest that this would not be the first time Trivikirama Swami broke his vows, and that the letter was written after his situation became public among the devotees. At 83 years old, you have to be very ignorant to believe he has only fallen this year. What happened is he was finally caught, and when he was discovered, he decided to admit it openly to his supporters. That's exactly what I said the first day I found out. My very first video, that's exactly what I said. And then it says here, you just can't, I really wanted you to see this, what I'm reading here, but my computer is not cooperating for some reason. It doesn't want to do it. It was last April at New Raj Mandala. So he was teaching and receiving respect while he was already engaging in sexual activity. So that confirms what I suspected. Because I know these people. I know how they are. I know how they think, how they act. I know it's in their books. I know I know the ins and outs, the strands, a lot of strands in the old duder's head, man. I know. 20 years of this bullshit. That's why I'm saying these guys can't fool me, trick me, bullshit me. They think they can. Gaur Hari Das and all these guys, even like Yashodanandan and all these guys, they think that they're like so, what? Because you got some, because you can quote some verse in Sanskrit for like, who gives a fuck about your Sanskrit verse of a fake book that was written? That is not 5,000 years old like you think it is. Who gives a fuck? What the fuck do you know? Total waste of time. Total waste of time. So he goes on, he says, this should open the eyes of foolish fans who insist on seeing holiness where there is no holiness. In seeing his resignation, there is still lust and thirst for power and control, which are nothing but the other side of lust. There are many other examples of gurus with female secretaries like Hare Krishna Swami, Guru Prasad Swami, Giri Raj, Satchidananda Swami, etc. Living with a secretary disciple. They are undercover enjoyers. They're hypocrites. They're liars. They're deceitful. They're dishonest. How can they be a guru? How can they even call themselves a devotee? What to speak of a guru or a sannyasi? Just an ordinary devotee who walks in and says, hey, I want to be a devotee. I want to join your temple. What do I need to do? Well, you need to follow the 4 regular principles. These guys can't even do that. They're swamis. Who the fuck made them swamis? Who looked at these guys and said, yeah, why? Because they can chant and give a class and bullshit people? Like a fucking carnival barker? Step right up. I'll give you the kingdom of God. Right here. Chaitanya Leela. You can giggle like a blithering idiot all you want. Right here. Laugh away. Giggle away. Cry. Giggle, cry, laugh. All who gives a fuck? We're all spiritually advanced here. I'll give you a spiritual name. I'll call you Shakti Prasad, Dasi, whatever. Fucking bullshit. He says, the letter implies that he gets another GBC pardon. I'm not so sure that the letter gets to the Yamadutas, and if it gets to them, they throw it back. His Holiness Trivikirama Swami, in the advertising picture, on his recent date, he came to the Temple of Madrid for 4 months. He had a girlfriend. So the person writing this is like exposing this Trivikirama Swami as being a total fool and a fake and a charlatan and a carnival barker and all of that. But he still calls him His Holiness Trivikirama Swami. Like, why? I wouldn't even call him Trivikirama. He's friggin' fucking Terrence Jacobs from friggin' the Bronx or whatever the fuck this guy's name is. He's fucking Jerry Lieberman or fucking, I don't know what his name is, but he's no fucking Trivikirama Swami. And he's definitely no holiness. He never was. He's a scammer. He's been a scammer for 65 fucking years. The whole fucking GBC and ISKCON, they're all fucking scammers. Because why would they prop this guy up and tell people you can become, this guy's a guru and you can be, who are they? No fucking bullshit, man. That's why they're pissed off. That's why they don't know how to fucking handle something like this. Handling something like this is enough. And then you got me explaining it like, this is bullshit. People out there, wake the fuck up. His Holiness. The fuck is that? His Holiness. And he says, at 83, he says, and what is not known and will never tell because he is obviously a liar. He's obviously a liar, absolutely. See, this person is saying the same things I'm saying. I mean, this person is saying the same things I'm saying, but they want to say it in their cult way. At 83, a person who is still interested in female disciple sex means he never was clear of these desires, right? Because nobody is. If he can't be, I mean, God damn it, if he is not what he says he is, what they say he is, after everything that he's done, you gotta just say the whole thing is a bunch of bullshit, and it is. The guy's 83 years old. Been doing it for 66 decades. 6 decades plus. And he was hiding this one for 6 months. Which means he can hide this shit. Which means people knew about it and were helping him hide it because there's no way he was hiding it for 6 months without somebody not knowing and helping him hide it. And the woman was hiding it. So that was at least one person that was hiding, kept a secret. And you know, she probably was telling somebody. You know, she was telling her girlfriends, "Hey, I'm banging Swami." You really think that this woman was having sex with her guru and she didn't tell anybody? Not her sister, not her mom, not her best friend, not her bestie. I mean, come on, man. This whole thing is just like so ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. And they're mad at me. They're mad at me. Because I have the nerve to sit here and tell you this is all a bunch of bullshit. It's fucking ridiculous. They'd rather just sit there and stew in their big pile of shit. They don't want anybody pointing at them and laughing at them. It's bad enough you got to sit in a big pile of shit. You don't need anybody sitting there pointing at you and laughing at you while you're sitting in a big pile of shit. Well, too bad. He says it was all a lie from the very start, and now all kind of his poor followers have to suffer from losing their spiritual master. But he is a spiritual cheater and not a master. Will he ever admit? This person has it absolutely right. All those poor people that thought he was their spiritual master, but it's Krishna's arrangement that they found out that he's the cheater. So then it goes on and it says, what is also strange was that around 3 years ago, Trivikirama Swami, while giving class to disciples on YouTube, mentioned that once during the pandemic he cannot go to Poland because Polish customs agents in America airport allegedly took his passport and kept it. I don't know what that has to do with anything. June 23rd update. Despite the gravity of the situation, some will still support Trivikram, claiming this was a plot against him, because Hare Krishnas are big on conspiracy theories. They love conspiracy theories. They are doomsdayers and conspiracy theorists, because Prabhupada was like that. Prabhupada was a doomsdayer. Claiming this was a plot against him, including a very lame attempt at an explanation, like the KBG was behind it because he criticized Putin. Crazy stuff. Goes on and it says, blinded followers want to keep their faith in Guru no matter what, which is obviously human nature, as Trivikram was trusted and appreciated very much in Eastern Europe, especially in Poland. So understandable that most of the devotees there preferred to still have faith in Trivikram and see his sudden and unexpected fall down as an effect of conspiracy against him. See, they want to continue with this idea that this was a sudden and unexpected fall down, but it wasn't sudden and unexpected. It was a deliberate, planned execution. It was deliberate and planned. It wasn't sudden and unexpected. And it went on for 6 months. It wasn't like, it wasn't like he was walking down the beach in Poland somewhere or in the park in Poland and he saw a prostitute and he was like, hey, I got some time to kill. Maybe I'll go bang this prostitute. And he goes and he bangs the prostitute and he comes back and he's like, oh my goodness, I just did a horrible thing. That's an accidental fall down. That's still bad. I mean, it's still bogus and everything, but that's an accidental fall down. That's an accident. He didn't mean to do it. He was just walking in the park. He didn't plan it. It wasn't premeditated. It wasn't anything like that. It just happened. But this was premeditated. This was planned out. I mean, he was having sex with her while he was being worshipped, while he's getting worshipped in the temple. And so it was planned, it was covered up, and he knew it. It was not sudden and unexpected. So now it says here, this is some more information coming out. This happened in Warsaw. So he was having this affair in Warsaw, it says. The disciple is 35 years old. It says she is around 35 years, likely of Eastern European origin. He has got very prominent female features. She was sending him naked pictures. So it's I don't know. It sounds like they're trying to blame her. I don't know. I mean, if she, the first picture that she sends to him, he's like, "Hey, don't send me these things. You know, what are you doing? You don't send me these things." In fact, you know what? Maybe you shouldn't be my disciple, and you need to go find some other guru. Okay, maybe you need to go do that. That's what you do. That's what you do. The real conspiracy was him hiding it. Yeah, I mean, that was the real conspiracy, was him hiding it. And it was the real crime was it coming out. Not that he did it, it was that it came out. Just like the real crime is me talking about it. Not that it happened, it's me talking about it. So they want to make her out. So in this retelling of the story, they want to make her out to be the bad person. She was around because she's Maya. Women are 9 times lustier than men. Women have a small brain. Women like to be raped. So what do they say about her? She's 35 years old. She's very pretty. She's very prominent features. She's got very prominent features. She's Maya. She's Maya Davy. And she seduced him. She was sending him naked pictures and she was seducing him. And then he submitted. It was her fault. He couldn't, he's 83 years old. He's been a Hare Krishna for 60 years. He's chanting 64 rounds. He's following 4 regular principles. He's chanting, he's preaching, he's reading. He couldn't tell her, hey, what are you doing? Get away from me. I'm 83 years old. Don't send me naked pictures. In fact, maybe you need to go find another guru. I don't want you as a disciple anymore. What the hell are you doing? I'm your disciple. Why are you sending me pictures? No. She sent him pictures and he's like, oh, look at that. She's got some prominent features. If you want to believe this story. Well, that's what it sounds like to me. It's like they said about my daughter. Well, you know, your daughter is, she's very developed for her age. Your daughter is very developed for her age. So what are you trying to say? My daughter's developed for her age. This guy put his hands all over her. So you're saying that it's her fault that this guy groped her? That this teacher's aide in your school groped my daughter because she's overdeveloped for her age? And who said she's overdeveloped for her age? She's an 11-year-old girl. What are you talking about? She's developing at the rate of an 11-year-old girl. What do you mean she's overdeveloped? Overdeveloping. She's overdeveloped. They want to blame my daughter for this guy touching her. Well, she's 11 years old. She's overdeveloped. You know, she's an attractive 11-year-old girl. Well, I mean, how can you blame the guy for a touch? What are you trying to say? Same thing this guy's trying to say. She's around 35 years old, likely of Eastern European origin. So she's blonde, blue eyes. She's got very prominent features, female features. I mean, what are female features? She's got very prominent female features. She was sending him naked pictures, seducing him. She was seducing him. Oh yeah, he had nothing to do with it. He just said, let's cover it up for 6 months. Because you know what? This is pretty good. I didn't know it was going to be this good. But I like your prominent features. I like both of them really well. So then he says he went to Sri Mayapur for a year of atonement. And there he was told to wear white robes and he got angry and left. Yeah, you can't tell me what to do. You can't fire me. I quit. This is exactly what I said. This is exactly what I said. It's like I'm psychic or something. He was told to wear white robes, got angry, and left. You can't fire me. I quit. Hopefully he's not going to be killed by them. These people think that he's going to be killed. Where would they get that idea? What makes them think that this guy's life's in danger? Because he doesn't want to be a Swami anymore. Hopefully he's not going to be killed by them. As in the Suhotra case. He's got nothing to lose anymore, so can spill some beans. Most likely this affair happened on the grounds of the Hare Krishna temple. And so now another devotee commented on this and says, he did it in February. So it's been going on since February. He tried to cover it up. He was forced to confess the truth when the matter came to light and was supported by evidence, probably the pictures on his phone. They're still upset that he was vaccinated 4 times. She said after the jabs he changed, of course, because they're conspiracy theorists and they think. But again, I want to refer you back for some of you out there. I want to refer you to Knitting Cult Lady, because she just did a thing about cults and how all cults are against healthcare. And I didn't realize that cults are against healthcare, but Hare Krishnas are definitely against healthcare. Unless you're a Swami and you've got some medical problem, then you can go to the hospital in Bombay, or you can go to the hospital in Delhi, or you can go to the Mayo Clinic, or you can go to the wherever, and UCLA Medical Center, and then you can get treated for whatever it is that you're treated. But if you're just a regular Hare Krishna, you don't get nothing. They frown on medical, and so they are upset that he got the vaccines. They think that vaccines are bad for you, and they change you, and whatever. They're a bunch of conspiracy theorists, a bunch of wackos. They believe a demon head is eating the moon. You expect them to believe in a vaccine? Wow. Update June 25th. So the updates are rolling in. All right. I was like, man, shit's happening. This is getting more interesting. It says Trivikirama is in K. I don't know what K is. Oh, he's in Krakow. He's in Poland. He's in Krakow. Trivikirama is in Krakow. 1 month ago, he gave money to trusted Ukrainian devotees to rent a flat. He is back from India and stays in Krakow. He is threatening GBC that he will leave ISKCON. There is a recording from Prahladinanda Swami, most likely on YouTube, where he answers devotees' questions about the Trivikram case. We haven't seen it yet. I don't know why I can't show you these. So here he is. It's June 27th. So this is just a couple days ago. He is dancing in Krakow doing Harinams. So he's wearing orange, like a sannyasi. So he's still got the orange on. Trivikram Prabhu is back in Eastern Europe. So I wish I could show you this picture. I can't show you the picture. It won't. No, I don't know why. For whatever reason, it's but it shows him in orange in sannyasi devotee clothes, chanting Hare Krishna on the street, in Poland, and this is on June 25th. So he really likes his sannyasi colors. He doesn't want to put on white, even though he's been having sex with a woman for 6 months. She's 35 years old, and she was sending him naked pictures on his phone. I mean, I'm guessing that's what he was getting. I mean, I don't know what other evidence they would have. So pretty much everything I said at the very first on day one is exactly what happened. I mean, pretty much, because I know this game. I know this. I know it. Okay, so now it says, shouldn't he be called former Swami? He should be called Sex Swami. He's Trivikram Sex Swami. That's what that's who he is. So now it says, and now we see we see conflict now between Trivikram Prabhu and GBC resolutions. First he decided to follow, went to Mayapur, then changed his mind. Fallen sannyasi acting as an independent preacher now. Yeah, why not? It's all bogus anyway. Who cares? I say go preach. Get away from ISKCON, Trivikram Swami. The love guru. The love guru. It's the love guru. He's Sex Swami. Trivikram Sex Swami. The love guru. He's the ladies' man. I'm the ladies' man. The ladies' man. Swami ladies' man. So now it says, you can't see this. I can't show this to you. I wish I could show this to you, but I just can't because it won't. My computer is acting so strange. I really want you to see this, but my computer will not cooperate. It says here, what it says on the thumbnail. It says, ISKCON public image and PR suffers a lot because of this Trivikram affair. And there is a video made by YouTuber M. Sandoval more than 2 weeks ago. He is anti-cultist and Mexican. I mean, I told you they were racist. I told you they were racist. I don't know what he is anti-cultist and Mexican who claims to be a comedian. Well, okay, I agree with you there. I do claim to be a comedian. So I can't argue. I can't argue with that one. I totally agree with you there. And he says about the Trivikram sex scandal, he calls him Sex Swami. Yes, I do. I call him Sex Swami. And then he says here, but get this. Okay, get this. What is it? Oh, damn! What the fuck? That's what I said. I said, damn! What the fuck? But get this part, and I think this part is the one that I really take. I really take offense to. He says he's Mexican, by the way. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? What are they trying to get me deported? I mean, are they trying to say, hey, this guy's Mexican, we need to get him deported? I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know what the fuck that is, but I'm an anti-cultist and I'm Mexican. And I claim to be a comedian. I don't know which one of those three is worse. I don't know if it's worse to be a comedian, Mexican, or anti-cultist. I don't know. I don't know which one. I don't know which one it is. But he says, but this is the worst. This is the worst part. And but this man has a very low vibe. My vibe is not low, okay? My vibe is up there. It's like way, okay, Hare Krishna vibe is down here, but my vibe is like way. I mean, how dare you say I have a low vibe? I got a high goddamn vibe. God damn it, my vibe is high. I'm pissed. How do I get a review like that's like a 1 star? I'm at least 3 3 or 4 stars, if not 4.5. I mean, I'm a good 3 to 4 stars. Now, I'm not low vibe. I am in no way am I low vibe. He says, this man has a very low vibe, and basically he just makes a lot of offenses against devotees while analyzing this affair. He already made a few videos about scandals in the Hare Krishna movement. Okay, well, I agree with everything in that, except the low vibe. My vibe is awesome, man. Come to one of my comedy shows. I'll show you a fucking good vibe, okay? And Mexican. I mean, you can call me low vibe all you want, but to put down being Mexican, man, I gotta really take offense to that. That's mess with my people, man. I'm a Chicano all the way. You know, mess with my people. Chicano power, man. I'll get the brown beret, get the brown berets or something, man. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this guy. He says, lucky he did not get many hits for this video. Actually, I had quite a few. It's the Trivikirama video is probably one of my top videos. Now, I don't get millions of views. I don't get thousands of views. But compared to my videos of Trivik, I got a lot of views. I mean, a couple hundred views for me is I'm not into it for the money. I'm not monetized. I'm not trying to make money. I don't live off of this. What the fuck? I don't give a shit. He says, luckily he did not get many hits for this vid, so we are not going to publish a link here. Viewing and sharing, it is not recommended. So I'm kind of offended at that. I mean, you can't give me a 2-star review and then not link my video. I mean, you can't give me a 2-star review and then not link the video. Well, I guess they did, but what are they so scared about? It's intimidation. It's basically So okay. So the last video I was talking about how the other guy was saying that I'm making a mockery of Srila Prabhupada. I'm making a mockery of this. I'm making a mockery of that. I'm making a mockery of Krishna, and that was basically like stochastic terrorism, because that's exactly what he was doing. He was trying to tell me that, hey, I see what you're doing, and you're on my radar. Hey, Audit LA, this is great, man. I am so glad you're here. Congratulations on everything that you're doing. The Father's Day protest. You've always been great work. You've inspired me to come on and talk about Hare Krishna. So I'm really excited to see you in my chat. This is really great. And like Audit LA, like Audit, like you were dealing with Janet, and I don't know what all they were trying to. I know they were trying to intimidate you, and I know they stole your porta potty, and Scientology's done a lot of stuff like that. And now here I am doing my videos, and lo and behold, they're trying to start some shit with me. So that's just the way it goes with cults, and because they all operate the same. They're all the same. They're all the same. So now it's my turn to be kind of in the firing line of some nuts. They're just nuts. They're wackos and they're crazy, and that's what it is. But thank you so much for coming in and coming into my chat and being here. I think it's great. We're all a big, great anti-cult community. So that is awesome. Not a lot of hits. Well, he watched it. Yeah, I mean, exactly. But not only did they watch it, but they are repeating what I'm saying in these videos almost verbatim. They're repeating what I'm saying, that he's a scammer and that he's a sex swami, and that I'm Mexican or whatever. He's there. I'm glad I'm doing this too. I'm really happy and excited to be helping people get through this. Absolutely, and I'm really glad to see you here because I'm glad we're all one big community. They better stop threatening you before we get the feds on them. Yeah, I know it's crazy that So what I was going to say was, uh, sorry that you're going through that. Yeah, this all just started like just in the last couple of days. In the last couple of days, they've started mentioning me on these Hare Krishna web pages, saying, "Hey, there's this guy out there, and he's starting shit." And so that's basically what they're doing. They just became aware of me. Save all the evidence from these threats. Yeah, absolutely. And y'all behave in chat. Yeah, Audit is amazing. She's the spearhead of the Scientology movement out in LA. Yeah, we're a big community, and we're trying to get a lot done, and we all support each other's. We all support each other. So what was happening was this other guy. He mentioned that my videos that somebody was doing this. He didn't mention me. He didn't mention me by name, but he mentioned that there was somebody that was making these videos, and he was very upset. And he basically was saying, "This guy's an offender. He needs to be stopped. This guy's making fun. He's making a mockery. He's making offenses." And basically, he was saying, so in other words, somebody should do something. That's basically what he was saying. So now it's kind of escalated on this update. They went from, "Hey, there's somebody out there doing this," to his name is M. Sandoval. He's an anti-cultist, and he's Mexican, and he's a comedian. So now they're getting a little bit more specific, whereas before it was generalized. It was a general, "Hey, there's somebody out there that's doing this." And now it's like, well, we know who he is. He's Mike Sandoval. And I said on my video, I said, my name is right on the thumbnail. You don't have to guess what I'm doing. So that's what's going on. So that's what's going on. And let me see. What is this guy saying? Estra, hold on a second. Did you reject your guru? Well, if yes, I did. Srila Prabhupada. He's a piece of shit, and I did very much reject him. I wouldn't want anything to do with that piece of shit. Let's see. So much for the Hindu concept of ahimsa. Yes, absolutely. They're a bunch of freaks, cult freaks, and nobody should have anything to do with these guys at all. For anyone coming on there and threatening you, want to inform them that the Department of Justice and the FBI will be on them. Yeah, and that's why it's on these videos. And I made a report like 20 years ago when I left the Hare Krishnas. I had to make a police report, so I already had to go and do all that with the ones that were making threats back then, and that was like 13 years ago. And so I know how they act. I know what they do. I know how they act. I know how they treat people. I know the way they think. I know how violence is always an option for them. Violence is always on the table with all of these cults. And coercion, intimidation, violence. That comes with the territory if you're gonna speak out. So yeah. So there's a video record of this. It's on YouTube. If things I don't think things would escalate, but if things escalate, things will escalate. That's all I can say. If things escalate, they escalate. What can you do? But I did want to give an update on that, on what was going on with the Swami, and also with me, because evidently I am on their radar now, and they're spreading the word about me doing this. Although they don't want anybody to watch the videos, that they don't want to do. So that's interesting. They're like, "Hey, there's a guy out there making these videos, and he's doing all this offensive stuff, and he's talking all this shit, but they don't want anybody to watch it." It's and that and that really should be that really should be an eye opener to all you cult people out there. Like, why don't they want you to watch the video? Why don't they want people to watch the video? If I'm doing something so wrong and I'm offensive and I'm making why don't they want them to see what I'm doing that's so wrong? No, because I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth of what's going on. They don't want them to hear the truth. They want them to know, oh, there's a guy out there that's doing stuff, but don't watch his videos. I mean, that's as culty as it gets. That's as culty as it gets. They're telling the people in the cult, hey, they sent this update around on the Hare Krishna, one of the Hare Krishna news web pages, that hey, this is what's going on in the Trivikirama saga. And oh, by the way, there's this Mexican comedian guy who's making these videos, and he has a low vibe. He has a low vibe, and basically, it's another attack. It's another stochastic terrorist attack on me. It's like, if anybody know this guy, his name is Sandoval. He's a Mexican. He's a comedian. Anybody know him? That's what this is. That's basically what this is. And people are going to know me. People know me. Like Yashodanandan knows me, and Paranjan knows me, and there's a half a dozen other people that know me. And people are going to go, oh yeah, I think I remember that guy. So I wanted to come in and share that with you all, let you know the updates on what's going on with this Trivikirama Swami. Oh, there's one other thing I wanted to show you guys real quick, because it has to do with, I don't know if I can find it now. It had to do with, oh, you know where it is. This is in Utah. This is what I want to show you. I wanted to end with this. This is going on in Utah. And let me see if I can find this over here. See,
They heard multiple gunshots fired across 3 days and found bullet holes all around their temple.
News specialist Aaron Cox shows us where those bullets hit and how the community can now help.
It's not working.
Temple, and it was.
All right, we'll save it for next time when I get my computer, when I get this thing working. Hey, how you doing? So yeah, there's a big Krishna temple in Utah. It's a big one. It's a big giant temple there, and there's been some violence there. Some people have been shooting at the temple, and it was on the news, and there's a news report, and I wanted to show it to you, and I wanted to talk about it because I wanted to show you this. It's interesting how the Hare Krishnas handle this whole thing. But I can't because my computer's not cooperating. I don't know what's going on. But I'll save that for next time. But anyway, people have been shooting at the temple. And so what I wanted to say was, people are shooting at the temple, like drive-by shooting, and they're shooting it up. So they're shooting up the temple in Utah, the Hare Krishna temple. Now, who would do that? Now, it could be some crazy MAGA people who are just like, oh, those are Indians, and they have like racist Indians, and they're shoot. That's definitely, yes, just now, like in the last couple of days, 3 days ago. So this was a couple of days ago. So it could be like some crazy racist people who are like, oh, I don't like Indians, and I'm going to shoot the Indian temple, the Hare Krishna temple, because they don't know how to shoot the temple. Or it could be somebody's family who lost their brother to the Hare Krishnas, or lost their daughter to the Hare Krishnas, or lost their somebody to the Hare Krishnas, and now they're like, fuck these people. These people took my daughter. These people took my son. I'm never going to see my sister again or whatever, you know? And then they just go and they're like shooting up the temple because they're so mad. I don't know. I'm not saying that's what happened, but it's possible. It's possible there could be some unstable people that like they lose a son or they lose a daughter or they lose a family member to the Krishna temple and they can't get them to come back and they're off in India milking a cow or something. Who knows what's happening like that? Then they go and they shoot up the temple. I mean, I'm not saying that's what happened, but who would shoot up a church? Who would shoot up a temple like that? You guys, something's got to be going on. Something's got to be going on. People don't just go shoot up a temple. And it was like over a matter of like 3 days that they were shooting at this temple. It was like bullet holes going through, hitting the wall. And it is wild. It is crazy. It's like a hate crime. Well, not like a hate crime. It is a hate crime. But yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy shit. Why would somebody do that? Why would somebody go shoot up a Hare Krishna temple? Was there child abuse? Was there some kind of abuse going on? And somebody's trying to get revenge on this temple and they don't know who it is because they all have aliases and they don't know who to name or who's this guy? Who's that guy? I don't know where my kid is. I don't know where my whatever. And they're like, well, fuck this. I'm going to go shoot him up. I'm going to go shoot up this place. Take my daughter. You can't take my daughter and have she join the Hare Krishnas. Now I don't know where she is. I don't know. I'm just wondering, like, what's going on? What's going on where someone's doing a drive-by 3 nights in a row shooting up a Hare Krishna temple? Like, what did they do? What did they do? Who did they piss off? Yeah, it could be like a mafia thing, like something going on. Child trafficking, maybe an immigration problem. Somebody's who knows? But that's going on. That's going on in Utah. So I mean, what you go to the temple in Utah, and all of a sudden you're just going to the temple. You're just going to the temple. All of a sudden there's a drive-by shooting, and you get shot. I lost a friend that was in New Orleans, sitting in his car, and there was a robbery. There was a shooting. Stray bullet hit him. He was parked like across the street in his car, sitting in his car. He guy was like 45 years old, 50, not even 50 years old. This was just like 3 years ago. It'll be 3 years this December. It was on New Year. It was on Christmas Eve. And he was from LA. He was in New Orleans just visiting family for Christmas in New Orleans. He's sitting in his car across the street from a supermarket that gets robbed. And there's a shootout and a stray bullet hits him, kills him in his car. Sad. It's tragedy. Total tragedy. Now, can you imagine you go to the Hare Krishna temple? You go walk in the Hare Krishna temple, you go in there, you see the deities, you're standing there, you're like, oh, that's you get shot and they killed him. But I mean, drive-bys happen anywhere, so you can't say what. But Hare Krishna temple is just another dangerous place to go. This is another dangerous place to go. Now people are shooting at them. Now people are shooting at the Hare Krishna temple. Because somebody kid ran away and they're hiding out. I mean, I don't know why. The guru's screwing somebody's wife. One guru got his head cut off because he was screwing somebody's wife. Some guru convinced somebody to join, and now the father went to go shoot up the temple because he's pissed off because his kid joined it. Because this cult ruins people's lives. Imagine how many people have had their lives destroyed at these Hare Krishna. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking somebody's looking for some revenge. If you go drive by the Hare Krishna temple and shoot it up 3 nights in a row, you're pretty pissed off. You're pretty pissed off about something. You're risking your freedom for that. You're risking going to jail for a long time. You could kill somebody and go to jail for murder. 3 nights in a row. Obviously, you're looking to kill somebody. You're not just shooting just to shoot, not like shooting up in the air. You're shooting at the building. Bullets are flying through the windows, hitting the wall across the news. That's why I wanted to show you the news thing. You guys, if you're interested, you can Google it and you can find it, or I'll put the link in the description. The bullet holes are going through the window and hitting and going in the wall, and they're showing you where the bullets are. So if people were in there, people could get shot, killed. So obviously the person shooting is like trying to kill somebody or trying to shoot somebody or trying to send a message. What is going on? Somebody knows something and nobody's not talking. You don't just get 3 nights in a row, you get drive-by shooting at your Hare Krishna temple and you're like, I don't know what's going on. What's going on, man? Come on. What's going on? What is going on? This cult creates serious injuries to the mind, body, soul, human abuse, a mental illness. Mental illness above everything. All cults cause mental illness. All cults take normal people, put them through a friggin' mental meat grinder, and their brains turn to mush. Every cult. Everything from Charlie Manson to Hare Krishna to Children of God to Jehovah's Witness, Scientology, even these multi-level marketing type cults like Amway and those direct thing, all those selling the knives and whatever. It's the knife cult. The cult where you go and you buy these knives and you sell these knives and your whole life is knives. They're selling knives. Someone is pissed, that's for sure. Something's going on for sure. Yeah, it's something. Somebody did something. Somebody did something, man. Maybe it's that girl's husband looking for Trivikirama or something. I don't know. Who knows what's going on? Maybe they thought there's a Mexican that's staying there. He thinks he's a comedian, and they're looking for him. Who knows? Who knows? But but that's what's happening in the Hare Krishna world now. They're so freaked out about their gurus falling down and all of this other shit that now they're pissed off at people like me. Now they're pissed off at people like me. Like I'm the problem. The guy that sits on YouTube and talks about them, I'm the problem. Like I have nothing to do with them. Like I don't make their rules. I'm not part of their GBC. I'm not a guru. I'm not. I have nothing to do with their daily activities. I don't interfere with their daily activities. I'm not at their building with a sign. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm not passing out literature. I'm not writing books. I'm not ambushing people with a microphone in front of the temple going, hey, you know, you're 22 years old, 11-year-old girls. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm just sitting here talking shit. Being me and talking shit about them because they're full of shit. And now I'm enemy number one. I'm the threat. I'm the threat to these guys. That's fucking mental illness. It's friggin' mental illness. And I don't even take it seriously because I'm not, what a fucking threat am I? People listen to me, they can listen to me. They don't have to listen to me if they don't want to listen to me. I ain't making nobody listen to me. You can turn me off. You can turn this video off. You can stop it anytime you want. I'm not, what the fuck? Who the fuck am I? But no, they're the Taliban. They're going to attack anybody that says anything about Prabhupada, says anything about Krishna, you talk about Allah, you talk about Muhammad. No, you can't do that. No, there's none of that. We don't allow that. That's what this is all about. That's what this is all about. They don't want me talking about Prabhupada was 22 years old and he had sex with an 11-year-old girl. They don't want me talking about that. They don't want me talking about the gopis. They were 11 years old. They don't want me talking about how. They don't want me reminding everybody that in the books it says that women have small brains and they're 9 times lustier than men. Because see, if women are 9 times, if women are 9 times lustier than men, when a guru falls down, whose fault is it? It's the woman's fault. Why? Because she's 9 times lustier than he is. She's the lusty one. It's the woman's fault, not the guru's fault, who's 83 years old and doing Hare Krishna for 60 years, and he should have the world by the balls, but he doesn't because it's all bullshit. No, it's not his fault. It's the woman's fault because she's 9 times lustier than men, and she likes to be raped. And she has a small brain. So naturally, why give Trivikirama Swami a hard time? It's the woman's fault, really. Fuck Prabhupada, fuck Hare Krishna. I agree with you, man. I agree with you 100%. 100%. Man, I feel so bad for you. I feel bad for your whole family. And I feel bad for your brother, too, because your brother's just like this brainwashed nutcase now. And I don't mean to say it like that because your brother's probably a really nice guy before everything. He's a really nice guy. But now they got a hold of him. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that we didn't get him out. We didn't catch him in time. We didn't get him in time, man. But I believe that this cult will chew him up and spit him out, and within a matter of a couple years, he's gonna be like, man, I don't know about this shit. It ain't what I thought it was. That's what I think's gonna happen. And I think maybe you could help him get to that point where he goes, fuck this shit. I think, gently you could help get him to that point, to that straw that breaks the camel's back, and he'll come back, and then he'll be like me, and he'll be like, fuck them, fuck those guys. So I totally agree with you. The word you do is very important, and I appreciate it. Well, I think it's important too. I do. I think it's important. It's important for people like you, so that you know what your brother got into. You know what he's into now. You got a pretty good idea what's going on. So I think that's important, and it's important for people who don't know that will be prepared if something happens. They'll say, well, I know I watched that guy's videos, and I know about cults and stuff, and I know what to do when I know what this cult's about. It's about these child molesters and these gurus and these fake gurus and this Prabhupada guy, and you got a pretty good idea what this whole bullshit, all this bullshit is. And then if there's any of you out there that are in it, and they told you don't watch that Mexican comedian's videos, don't watch that guy, and you're here anyway, I got to commend you for being here. You got some balls. You got some balls to be here. Don't tell anybody though. Shh, keep it secret. But I'm glad you're here, and just keep watching. Go back and watch from the very beginning. You can see why I left, how I got into it, how I got out of it, and everything in between. And you can get caught up. And hopefully, by the time you get caught up, you will not want to have anything to do with these fuckers anymore. That's if you started video 1 and you work your way all the way up, I guarantee you by the time you get caught up, you're not going to want anything to do with these people at all. At all. Nothing. You're going to run as fast as you can to get away from them. So, hey, everybody, I want to thank you all for watching and sharing. Like, share, and subscribe these videos so we can so we can really warn as many people as possible. We can't warn everybody, but we can help. We can try and get. I mean, Hare Krishna videos, they get thousands of views. I'm lucky to get a couple hundred. So there's no way we can, I'm not competing against this worldwide organization, but I'm just doing what I can. And with your help, we can do a little bit more altogether. We can do a little bit more altogether. So please like, share, and subscribe. And thanks for watching. Everybody have a great day, great night, great morning, great afternoon. Millions of people got burned in this goddamn cult are starting to speak out. It's all over. I don't think these fanatics want to end up on the radar of the Justice Department. Yeah, I don't think so either, because they've already been through that once before. So I don't think they want to end up. But there are too many crazies out there. And it only takes one crazy person to go, yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to go get that Mexican guy. That's the scary thing, is you got a lot of nuts like that. And it's like, so everybody have a great day, great morning, great afternoon. Have some great luck. Please stay out of a cult. And here's my closing credit, so you can see me in India. Here we go.